FlossTube, I'm Jane.
And I'm Amelia.
And we're here to talk about our August cross-stitching activities. So we'll start with a bit of an update. It's been a really busy month of August. So today's the 1st of September 2019, and it's Father's Day. So we wish all the dads a happy Father's Day. I usually forget to say what date it is when I'm recording, so I'm going to try and start doing that from now on. So yeah, we've had a really busy month in August. It started out with Amelia's birthday, and we had a bit of a busy weekend. We went to the football
Saturday.
Yeah, and we saw Greater Western Sydney Giants play against the Sydney Swans. Who goes for the Giants?
Ethan.
And who goes for the Swans?
Dad. And if you don't remember Ethan, he put his face on the whole screen.
Yeah, not last one, the one before, I think. So the Giants won, so Ethan was very happy. And then we had a birthday party for Amelia. I made her a Captain Marvel cake, which is pretty cool. And you helped make that too, didn't you?
Yeah, I did a lot of it. You said I could only stay up for a bit, but I had to stay up for the whole cake.
Yep, she stayed up and helped decorate the cake, so that was cool. And then what else did we get up to in August?
Your birthday?
My birthday. So we went away last weekend up to the Hunter Valley, which is a wine region about 2.5 hours out of Sydney, north of Sydney. It was a beautiful weekend. Weather was great. Went to a lot of wineries, went out for dinner. We had a game of putt-putt golf.
Yeah, that good.
That was fun. Yeah, it was... It's very, very dry though. So we're today is the first day of spring, so we've just come out of winter, but we've really had no rain. So we're in quite a big drought in Australia at the moment. It's one of the worst ones in the last, I don't know, 10 or 15 years. So it's quite sad. So it was very, very dry up at the Hunter Valley. Normally it's very green and lush, but it was quite brown and dry. So not good for our farmers. Then, of course, this weekend is Father's Day, so we went out for dinner last night. Where did we go?
A buffet at the Sydney thingamabob. I forgot what it's called.
Sydney Tower. So
buffet.
It's our, I guess, high building in Sydney, like a lookout tower.
And it has a round part, and we ate there and it was spinning around.
Yeah, it was a revolving restaurant, so we went there for dinner, which was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and you gotta pick your food.
Yeah. And then today we'll probably, well, what did we make Dad for breakfast? Waffles, because he loves waffles. When we went to America a couple of years ago, he was having waffles every day. So we made him waffles for Father's Day breakfast, and we'll probably go out later this afternoon and have a nice dinner, go out for some drinks and then have a dinner. So it's been a busy month, but we still managed to get some stitching done. Both Amelia and I were sick. I think last time we videoed, we were just getting over our flu. So we're heaps better now, and I had a pretty productive month, even though we had so much on. So I'll get started with chatting about what I've been doing. So, as I mentioned, I really wanted to focus on my Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow this month because I want to get that finished. So, at the moment I'm working on this block here, which is the scarecrow in the pumpkin patch, and I'd say I'm about halfway through that. So this is the last block I need to do. I'm really excited to be getting close to finishing. And I'm definitely going to get it done in time to have it framed and up for the month of October. So on this one, I have made a colour change, which is on the Scarecrow's overalls, and I've done that in Brethren Blue. And you can hopefully see the variegation there, which I think looks kind of cool. But everything else I've kept the same. And I've pretty much just got a whole bunch of pumpkins to do. There's a cat and a crow up here that I need to do. So it'll probably be another couple of weeks, and then I'll be finished all of it. I do have to go back and do some French knots on some of the eyes, which I didn't want to do because I used the hoop, and I thought it might sort of wreck some of the French knots. Now I'm pretty sure I had started, but I don't think I had finished this block, which is the one with the bats flying over the rooftops. That was quite a quick and easy block to do. It finished up nice and quick for me, so I've got that one done. And then I also mentioned last time that I'd ran out of a colour on this block, which I managed to get, and I've finished this block now as well. So the colour I ran out of was this brownie colour, and I swapped it out for Heirloom Gold, and yeah, finally got all that done. That block was quite difficult. It's full coverage, and I don't mind full coverage because this one over here was pretty much, not quite, but it was practically full coverage. It's not full coverage, just this little bit up here, which is about 10 rows, is not full coverage, but the rest of it is. But that was not so much of a chore, and I think it's because it had different colours and a lot of different things going on in the pattern, whereas this one was just the same thing over and over again. So the 3 skeletons and the dirt and a couple of worms. So it was quite repetitive, and it was a chore to finish. So I'm really, really glad I did not leave that one to the end, because I think if I had have, I don't know, I needed a break from it, because it was just got a little tedious in between. So here's how it's looking so far, and I love it. You know, I can't wait to get it framed. I have no idea how I'm going to frame it, but luckily where I go, she's really, really good at
framing.
Yeah, coming up with different ideas and whether or not you want a matte and then what colours will look good. She's very, very good. So my intention is to get this finished in the next 2 weeks, so I can get it into the framers, and then she'll probably take a couple of weeks before she gets it back to me. So that has been pretty much what I've worked on for the month of August. I did have a birthday start because why not? So this was my tiny start that I did on my birthday. You can hold up the pattern if you like.
Okay.
It is a CC reindeer. Now, I've done one of these patterns before, which was my
bunny.
Yeah, the CC rabbits, and I used, if you remember, that's on a spool and it holds my scissors. This one is also on a spool, but it is
a decoration.
Yeah, it's a Christmas decoration. So here's my start. Not very exciting. So the pattern, it comes as a kit. So when you buy the kit, you could either elect to do it in sort of that gold color or the red. And I chose to do red because it's my favorite color. So that's my tiny start on that. The way this stitching works, it has a lot of back stitching, and you're actually meant to do the back stitching first and then do the cross stitching. But on this particular section, there's like 3 or 4 rows of just cross stitch with no back stitch around it. So I've just started with that, and then once I finish these couple of rows, I'll move in and do a whole lot of back stitching and then go back and do the cross stitching. That actually seemed quite odd to me when I was doing the rabbits. I thought, oh, why would you do the back stitching first? It didn't seem to make sense. But then as I followed the instructions, and once I got to doing the cross stitch, I could see why it was better to do the back stitching first. And I think because there's a lot of 1/1s in this, and having the back stitch already done made it very easy to see where you needed to do those 1/1 stitches. So yeah, anyway, I will get back to this at some point. And for my birthday start, I had considered doing, like, making another start on one of my bigger projects that I've got to do. But in the end I decided not to, because as I mentioned last month, I'm just not particularly, it doesn't really suit my style to have a lot of projects on the go at once. So what, you know, I'm trying to do at the moment is to get a lot of finishes done, so that then I only have maybe 3 or 4 projects on the go at once. So I didn't want to start another big one and have that on the go as well. So that's why I just picked something small for my birthday start. Okay, so that's all my stitching I've got to show you. What else? Blah, blah, blah. I'm reading my notes. Okay, my haul. So not a lot of haul. I didn't have any haul the month before. But this is birthday haul, so it doesn't really count. I got this pattern, Peace on Earth by, who's this one by? I should be letting you do this.
Kathy Barrick.
Do you want to hold that up?
Okay.
I'm doing all the chitter chattering, aren't I?
Yeah.
It's not very fair. So I love this pattern. It's got like a little scene inside the owl's wing. I actually think this will look really good with the Heaven and Nature Sing pattern, which is also by Kathy Barrick. I'll probably aim to do them both on the same fabric, and I think they'll look quite nice together. So that was one of my birthday presents, and then my other present was some fabric. So you want to hold this one up? This is Weeks Dye Works. You don't have to completely unfold it. Weeks Dye Works Confederate Grey 40 count. Tell me what you think, Amelia. I think it's like a greenish colour. Do you?
It looks like a foggy green.
A foggy green. There you go. So I don't know. I'd never seen it before. As I have also mentioned, we don't. I've only got one local. No, that's a lie. I've got 2 local needle workshops, and they don't often have a huge amount of
Fabric.
Yeah, they've got a lot of fabric, but not the hand-dyed ones. But recently they just restocked, and they had mentioned that they had been having some trouble getting the fabrics, but now it's all been sorted out, and so they're getting a lot more in more regularly. So that was quite exciting. So they had quite a big range there last time, and yeah, so I got this Confederate Grey. I'd never seen this before other than on FlossTube, but when I've looked at it on FlossTube, it looked different. But I still liked it. I obviously saw it in person at the shop and liked it enough to buy it. So I'm thinking, but I haven't 100% decided, and I haven't talked to you about this yet. I was thinking of doing those animal stacks on this, because I thought that might be a nice kind of country animal colour.
Countryside.
I don't know.
Like countryside.
Yeah, yeah. So I got that. That's I got half a yard of that, which is a pretty decent sized cut. And the reason being, because we don't get so much, you know, if I see something I like, I'm going to get a decent amount. And then I got this one, which is from R&R Reproductions Fog Lifter, and it's also a 40 count. And it's like a pale grey. But it does have some mottling in it, in the fabric. I don't know, there's a little bit there. Just very subtle sort of throughout it. There's just bits of sort of brown that pop out every so often. And for this, so I mentioned last month that I wasn't 100% happy with my Wicked Christmas, and I sort of asked, you know, what you know, should I just continue with it, because I didn't think the white was very obvious on it, and I think I feel guilty for not, you know, for like wasting some fabric, but actually that was a big piece of fabric, and the whole piece of fabric cost me, I think, $25, and that's only half of it. So it's actually only $12 of fabric, and I can actually cut off the sides and use it for other projects. So I'm not really wasting the fabric. So once I kind of got over that, I went, you know what, you're not happy with it, start again. So I'm thinking maybe I'll use this fabric to do Wicked Christmas, and again, I've got half a yard, so lots of fabric, so I'll be able to do some other things on this one as well. So why don't I hand over to Miss Millie, and you can do your update.
So I got birthday presents and crafts. It's stitching, so this one is like
Nice and hard.
this is like it's rainbow, has a little black hoop at the back, has all the threads ready on the back, and it's got small stitches, not like the bunny one. And I also have this hot air balloon one. It also comes with a hoop and the threads in the back, and there's also a needle in it.
That's beautiful. I like this one. What's your favourite out of the two?
This one.
Show.
This is my favourite one. This is hers.
So she got these as gifts for her birthday off one of your...
Grandma's friends.
Yeah, one of Nana's friends, and from Uncle Josh and Auntie that gave you the other one.
I don't know which was which.
Yeah, so that's good. You got some more stitching projects. And what else have you got to show?
That's just a chest piece. No harm done.
You're taught nice and loud, remember?
So, I've done some more on this. I got down to the body, down here, and the thread's in the way, so.
There we go.
And I'm almost done, but it doesn't look like it, but it's almost done because stitching doesn't feel like it's going to take forever to do to me. So this was like pretty quick in my head, so this is going to also be a bit quicker. Maybe if I work harder this, maybe if I do more this month, I can get down to near the legs, and then all I have to do is legs and down. And then I'll be done this, and then I can start one of the new ones that I got.
It's a good plan. And what else have you got to chat about? You want to just check your notes and make sure you're chatting about all your things?
So, also, I went to a Hugh Jackman concert. It was like really long. I had to stay for like 12 o'clock.
Want to show your shirt?
Yeah, I gotta stand up, but that is what it looks like. It says Hugh World Tour 2019 on it.
That was one of your birthday presents?
Yeah, the tickets to go to the thing.
Why do you like Hugh Jackman?
I don't know.
What's your favourite movie?
Oh, Greatest Showman.
The Greatest Showman.
That's why I like it. And I got a Captain America watch. There's this button. When you press it, it'll just change. So it'll go on a date, how many steps I have. And at the concert, Hugh Jackman said that he likes maths. I don't like it.
Oh dear. That's a funny thing to remember.
Yeah.
Maybe you should like maths.
I should not like maths at all.
So, you've sort of talked about your plans. You're going to keep working on the rabbit?
And then I'm going to start on the hot air balloon.
Wow.
Because I want to save my favourite one for last.
Good choice. And my plans are to what do you think my plan's going to be?
Gonna finish that block.
Gonna finish that block. And then, because I don't think that's going to take too long, I'm going to, I think, work on the quilting bee, and the wool and flax company.
And then the animal stacks.
Yeah, because I've got the cross stitch retreat coming up with Paulette Stewart from Plum Street Samplers. So that's in November, which I'm really looking forward to.
Not long away.
Not long to go. So yeah, I probably would like to be working on some of her designs, obviously. I've got a lot of her patterns, but I've only ever actually stitched one completely, and then I gave that to my sister. So anyway, it should be a fun retreat. She's done a design for the retreat, so I'm looking forward to seeing what that is. But yeah, so main focus for September is to get Halloween finished, and then keep working on some of the other patterns that
Quilting bee.
that I've currently got done, so I can get some finished, and then we can keep working through finishing for the rest of the year and start thinking about new starts for next year.
Yeah, and you've got to hurry up about that reindeer thing, because if
I
you don't
know.
get it done by November, you're going to have to go really fast.
That's true, isn't it? I should get that finished.
November, December.
Have to get some Christmas stitching in for Christmas.
And when we go to the stitching shop, they have cookies.
Oh, when was that?
Last year when we went to the stitching shop, and it was in
Was that in November?
I think it was the last day of November, and they put cookies on a plate, and I'm like, can I get some more cookies? And I kept eating the cookies that I liked.
They had a like a little
plate.
sale day or something, didn't they?
Yeah, and there were lots of people there.
Yeah, it was really good.
And busy.
And we're going to go again.
We are?
Why not? All right, I don't think we've got anything else to chat about, so we'll say see you later.
See you later.
Hope you have a good weekend, and we'll be back next month with hopefully a finish. All right, see you.
Toodaloo.